Meanwhile, a war of rallies continues in battleground Bengal. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is carrying out a mega roadshow in South 24 Paraganas. All of this after Shah said that Mamata is going to lose Nandigram, adding that BJP has won more than 50 seats out of 60 in the first two phases of Bengal polls. Mamata in turn slammed Shah, accusing him of running the election office, citing the attack on TMC workers. Didi alleged that BJP has been attacking our workers and knows very well how to tackle the situation, but is quiet because of polls.
मेरी बात याद रखिए, 60 में से 50 से ज्यादा सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीत चुकी है। दीदी, आपका जाने का समय आ चुका है। अब आप बच नहीं सकती है। दीदी खुद नंदीग्राम से चुनाव हार रही है। मित्रों, दीदी खुद नंदीग्राम से चुनाव।
আমি CISF, CRPF কাউকে দোষ দেব না, because they are also our friend. CISF, BSF, CRPF all. Only I will request the Home Minister. It is not that they are doing. The Home Minister himself is instructed the CRPF, BSF and other Jawans. We are proud of them. They are giving instruction to help only BJP and to help the BJP goons. This area also you have seen all the outsiders. It is not from inside Bengal. It is from outside goons. They have bought it from outside goons. They cannot speak Bengali also. This is unfortunate part.
Meanwhile, with 4 days left for polls in Tamil Nadu, the BJP's campaign trail is in top gear, with Prime Minister Modi taking charge himself. Addressing a mega rally in Kanyakumari, Prime Minister said that opposition has just about reduced to a dynastic club who wants to secure the future of their children. Warning the voters against the DMK-Congress alliance, Prime Minister said that Tamil Nadu must choose development over dynasty for progress of the state. Earlier on, addressing a gathering in Madurai as well, Prime Minister targeted the first family of DMK and the Congress.
While our focus is development, the opposition has reduced itself to a dynastic club. All they want is secure the position of their own children and grandchildren. They are not bothered about your sons and daughters. We believe the sweat of every Indian makes the nation, not 4 generations of 1 or 2 dynasties. The mood of the nation is clearly against politics of nepotism and entitlement. The opposition loves calling people anti-democratic, but they should see the nearest mirror. Congress has imposed Article 356 several times. Both DMK and AIDMK governments have been dismissed by Congress. Having Congress in any coalition is having a high-handed ally who does not understand local sensitivities. In Tamil Nadu, the situation is such that senior DMK leaders who work shoulder to shoulder with Kalainar are feeling suffocated due to the newly minted crown prince of the party. Politics does not work this way.
Meanwhile, an ugly war of words right ahead of Tamil Nadu polls, M.K. Stalin Jr. targeted Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah. Leading an aggressive war, Stalin blamed Prime Minister for the death of Arun Jaitley and Sushma Swaraj, accusing him of pressurizing and torturing them. Here's more.
Sushma Swaraj in ortha kindangama Modi yoda tolla thangama yarade poitangama yaradu poitaanga Arun Jaitley ortha irundharma Modi yoda altham Modi yoda tolla thangama Modi yoda torture thangama andal yarande poitaru.
The rising son of the DMK, grandson of Muthuvel Karunanidhi, son of chief challenger MK Stalin, heir to the Anna Arivalayam throne, and also the BJP's new enemy number one. Ever since he was declared the DMK's assembly candidate from the Chepauk triplicane seat in Chennai last month, Udayanithi Stalin has divided his ammunition equally between the AIA-DMK and the BJP's top leadership.
The young crown prince of DMK, who is sidelined many senior DMK leaders, he too made horrible remarks. DMK has done nothing to stop him.
पलानीस्वामी चाहते हैं, पनीरसेल्वम चाहते हैं कि तमिलनाडु का विकास हो, तमिलनाडु के युवा को रोजगारी मिले, और स्टालिन चाहते हैं उदयनिधि तमिलनाडु का मुख्यमंत्री बने.
அடுத்த பிரதமரா அவர்தான் வர போறாருன்னு சொன்னாங்க. இப்ப அத்வானி எங்க இருக்காருன்னு யாருக்கு தெரியும்? யாருக்கும் தெரியாது. ஓரம் கட்டிட்டாரு. யஷ்வந்த் சின்ஹான்னு ஒருத்தர் இருந்தாரு. மோடியோட டார்ச்சர் தாங்காம கட்சியை விட்டு போய் வேற கட்சியில சேர்ந்துட்டாரு. வெங்கையா நாயுடுன்னு ஒருத்தர் இருந்தார் தெரியுமாமா? அவர்தான் அடுத்த பிரதமர்னாங்க. அவரையும் ஓரம் கட்டியாச்சு.
But Udayanithi has earned the title of BJP's enemy number one in very big ways. First, of course, by attacking the Prime Minister for allegedly sidelining and subjugating veteran leaders Sushma Swaraj and Arun Jaitley, drawing an angry reprisal from the deceased Neta's daughters.
I'm really hurt by the statement made by Udayji. A campaign is very shallow when there are no political issues left and when a party is losing its footing. I think such irresponsible statements are rooted in that kind of fear, and that's when people make such irresponsible statements.
Udayanithi went further to say that Saurav Ganguly had suffered heart problems thanks to the BJP's pressure on him. The non-stop salvos have thrust Udayanithi even more into the spotlight than his own father, MK Stalin, who clearly sees benefit from flexing his son's muscle, even as the Karunanidhi family comes under the biggest attack of its lifetime.
In Tamil Nadu, the situation is such that senior DMK leaders who work shoulder to shoulder with Kalainar are feeling suffocated due to the newly minted crown prince of the party. Politics does not work this way.
In the blockbuster election of Tamil Nadu next week, the battle lines are clearly drawn. Udayanithi may have drawn stinging attacks on his dynast status, but he's also drawn some of the biggest fire so far, earning him the title of the BJP's enemy number one in Tamil Nadu. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, the fact is that with all of that you see in Tamil Nadu, the IT raids have also become a big flashpoint. Taking it from here is my colleague Akshay Nath, who's been following the IT raids very closely. Over to you, Akshay.
Income tax hit on MK Stalin's DMK just 4 days ahead of the TN Assembly polls. Income tax department officials conducted searches in properties belonging to Stalin's son-in-law since early morning today. Amongst the properties that were searched is the Neelangarai residence where I'm currently standing at, and this is the very property where Sabarish lives with his wife Sendamarai, MK Stalin's daughter. 4 properties of Sabarish's were raided. Here is more on the IT raids.
Days before Tamil Nadu goes to polls, income tax officials have carried out a crackdown on DMK chief Stalin's relatives and party leaders. Income tax sleuths conducted searches at Stalin's son-in-law Sabarison's properties in Chennai. One of the properties that was searched is Neelankarai, where Sabarison and Stalin's daughter Senthamarai live. The DMK chief called the raids politically motivated.
ஏற்கனவே அதிமுக அமைச்சர்கள் மீது முதலமைச்சர் வீட்டில், துணை முதலமைச்சர் வீட்டில், அமைச்சர்கள் வீட்டில், தலைமைச் செயலாளர் வீட்டில் எல்லாம் ரைடு நடத்தி அந்த கட்சியை மிரட்டி உருட்டி வச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. அதனால தமிழ்நாட்டு உரிமைகள் எல்லாம் பறிச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. ஐடி சிபிஐ வச்சு எல்லாத்தையும் மிரட்டுறாங்க. ஒன்று மட்டும் மோடிக்கு சொல்றேன், இது திமுக, மறந்துடாத, இது திமுக. நான் கலைஞருடைய மகன். இந்த சலசலப்புக்கெல்லாம் நான் அஞ்சி ஒடுங்கிட மாட்டேன். மிஸ்ஸாவையே பார்த்தவன், இந்த எமர்ஜென்சியை பார்த்தவன் தான் இந்த ஸ்டாலின். நீ எத்தனை ரைடு நடத்தினாலும் அதை பத்தி நாங்க கிஞ்சிட்டும் கவலைப்பட மாட்டோம்.
Income tax sleuths also conducted searches at DMK's Karur candidate Senthil Balaji's residence. Raids also took place at DMK's Anna Nagar candidate MK Mohan's and DMK MP CN Annathurais residence.
தேர்தல் நெருக்கத்தில் இப்படிப்பட்ட சோதனைகளை நடத்தினால் தளபதியோ அவரை சார்ந்த குடும்பமோ கழகமோ அதிர்ச்சி அடைந்து விடுவார்கள். இத்தகைய பூச்சாண்டிகளுக்கெல்லாம் பயக்கப்படக்கூடிய இயக்கம் அல்ல திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகம்.
Backing DMK was its ally Congress, which said such raids were becoming too predictable.
The BJP misusing the Income Tax Department and Enforcement Directorate and CBI, and thereby trying to create confusion in the mind of the people of Tamil Nadu on the eve of election. Now the election mandate is very clear. In Tamil Nadu, DMK Congress alliance will emerge victorious and Stalin will be the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
With Akshay Nath in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.